So this is the story of when I got fed up with London and I left. And London has to be easily one of the world's greatest cities. And if you're not used to big cities like London, you will end up spending a lot of time in it because it just has a lot to offer. And I've lived in 4 continents, so I find London, I agree, London is a great city and a great place to be. There's a lot. It just packs a lot. And it also, as opposed to cities in the Americas, it just has a much deeper history, much longer history. All this being said, as big cities, like, it is a rat race, and you kind of have to deal with sometimes people that are not too nice as big cities. So when you are in a city like London or anywhere else, usually what I do is I just have a tally, have a countdown, and I usually try to keep track of all the positives and the negatives. And I just, since I travel a lot, I take into consideration everything. And if the negatives get too much, I end up leaving the city. So in a place like London, I also had a countdown of all the positives, all the negatives. So I was in Inverness in the Highlands of Scotland for a while, and there were positives and negatives, but something happened. It was like the last thing, the drop that spilled the cup, and I ended up leaving Inverness. And the same thing happened in Edinburgh. There were a lot of positives, a lot of negatives, and I ended up leaving. Right now in Brighton. So when I was in London, once in the morning, it was like a cold day, early spring, I believe, and I went to do my laundry. So I go to do my laundry, and as I'm getting inside the laundromat, this is in Marylebone, a posh neighborhood really close to Hyde Park. As I'm walking up, a lady in a stroller basically cuts me off. And this is as I was going upstairs. How she managed to go a lot faster than I was and just basically cut me into the place, I really have no idea. And I just go like, okay, this is just bad luck. Just gonna wait. And I only had a note in a debit card. And then I asked the laundromat attendant, hey, I only have a note. And then she said, like, no, we only take cash. And I said, please, is there anything else that you could do? And then both ladies like look at me, the 50-year-old laundromat attendant and 70-year-old with a stroller, and they just basically yell at me. They go like, I'm sorry, but as she said, this laundromat does not take any cash. And I just look at them and I went like, what is your problem? Like, why can I be nice? I'm just asking because I don't want to go to another laundry. I mean, I think that this to myself. And I just look at them and I tell the lady in the stroller, fine, but you don't have to get all upset. And by the way, you cut me off when I was about to come inside the laundromat. And then she looks at me. She basically looks at me. And she says like, oh, please excuse me. This is the world's smallest violin playing just for you. And that's what she said. I was so upset that I left, and I used a laundromat in another part of the West End area, which is I don't think it's even the West End. It's Waterloo, which is really across the Thames River. This was a 30-minute. It was a 20-minute train ride just to get away from that area.